So I'm going to show you a GPS unit that's actually slightly different to your typical GPS unit. So this is a GPS unit that runs off actual satellite data. So yes, every GPS uses satellite, but this actually is sending the data via satellite connection rather than a mobile connection. So this device here, this connects to your local mobile phone tower, so using a 4G or 5G network, and sends your data. So as it's capturing that GPS information, so connecting to satellites, but grabbing that data and then sending it via the mobile network. And so this works perfectly if you're in range. When you're off range, you can hold that data, and then when you come back in range, it'll send that data again. But if you have a device that you want to still capture information when you're out of cell range, then this is the device for you. And so why this is really useful is for if you're wanting to track a particular asset, and let's say it's an important piece of cargo that you're moving, or even if it's a cargo going between countries and you're wanting to know exactly where it is at all point in time, this device is pretty useful. So this is run by Swarm, and it's called Swarm Space, and it's actually a SpaceX company. And this device will connect to their satellite, and it'll grab the GPS data, and it will then transmit it electronically to the satellite, which will then connect it to your internet connection, and you'll be able to download that data. They've got a really nice portal that you can log into. You can see all the data that's there, but you can actually easily API it across and download it into a system like Locate to You, so you can be able to track that asset wherever it is in the world. So no matter where you are in the world, this device will give you a GPS location. There are some limitations with this type of device. It can actually only send signal data, maybe once a day, maybe twice a day. You can't use it all the time because it's only a very limited amounts of data that can actually be sent. So you really want to be using it for something that you're tracking over a long period of time, and you wanting to know where it's actually up to throughout that journey. In time, I imagine that this is going to be able to send a lot more data. Funny enough, right now, this device, I bought it just recently about a week ago off their website, off the Swarm website. It's now no longer available for some reason, and I emailed them. They just said they've decided not to keep on selling it. But I suspect they're making some modifications to this device. It's a great device, and it's going to be really, really useful for lots of businesses who are wanting to capture that GPS information, particularly where there isn't a mobile coverage. If you open up the device, it's fairly straightforward. You can see here, it's actually got 3 lithium-ion batteries. They're rechargeable batteries, so you'll always be able to recharge them. I suspect this probably lasts for a year. You've actually got a port here where you can actually recharge it, and I suspect on the other side, if you were to pull this apart, you'd probably see more of the modem, and that's where it's actually transmitting the data to the satellite. It's pretty amazing where the technology is going. I think this is going to improve dramatically over the years to come, and I think this is just the start of using satellite internet. Soon you'll be able to be driving along. You won't be relying on using your mobile phone. You'll be able to just connect to a satellite. We're not there yet, but I think the work that SpaceX is doing, and there's a number of other providers that are in this market, they're really going to make a big difference to how internet's going to be delivered right across the world, and you won't have to be in metropolitan areas to be able to receive really high-speed internet data. So it's an exciting time to watch, but really exciting for GPS tracking across the world.